Hi guys, so 3 weeks since the last video. I've now got 2 weeks to go till race day, so let's talk about it. So I've got lots of good news to tell you about. I've been spending a lot of time on the bike because we've got this gorgeous, lovely weather. Taking my bike in to get serviced and got it all these kinks sorted out, which is really nice to know that I've got that validity that the bike's going to be good for the next couple of months. There's no major issues like I need to get a new bottom bracket or anything like that. Taking it out on a couple of big weekends. So I took it out for a 100k ride around Norfolk, and that was beautiful. That was really nice. Good to spin the legs. I've also did a test ride to London, and well, that was an eventful ride, let's say. I took a half day off work so I could cycle from home to London, which is 182k. It was going to be like a race day simulation to make sure I know how to fuel and how to feel on the bike and pace myself, etc. But not long after I left, the heavens opened up and it was absolutely chucking it down.
I've just set up on my race simulation ride, which is 180k from Norwich to London, and it was beaming sunshine. I was like, oh, I've really lucked out. I've taken a half day and I'm going to do this amazing bike ride. I'm so lucky. Less than half an hour out, I am absolutely in torrential downpour. The level of rain that I can't even see through. And I previously sung these glasses praises because they sit away from your face so that you can have sweat not gather up on your brow. Now that's turned around and bit me in the arse because now all the rain is coming behind the glasses and hitting me in the eyes. So not only have I got a lack of windscreen wipers for my glasses, I've also got problems with rain going directly into my eyes, let alone the misty conditions. I'm not riding with lights because I don't have TT lights on. I do have some high-vis parts on this jersey, but just as I said that, the rain seems to have stopped. So hopefully that'll just be the passing showers. It is meant to be thundery at 5 o'clock, which is in 4 hours. I can't change the weather, so I'm just going to see what I can do, and if need be, I will have to call it off if it's too unsafe.
So yeah, the heavens opened up and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is just my luck. It was thunderstorms. It was, not great. I was forced to stop and I was not sure how long this was going to last. Would it be a passing thing? Me and a couple of other cyclists that were on the paths were laughing to each other. But anyway, it did pass, so that was good. So I got back on the road again. But then my bike decided to start having a few mechanicals, which was really irritating because I've just got it out the service. I thought all of these problems would have been sorted, but these were very minor things, so I shouldn't moan about it too much. But it was enough for me to stop. Like my bottle rack was falling off, my bottles wouldn't stay in place, so I had to just tighten up a few bolts there. My power meter stopped working. I don't really know why it stopped working. I couldn't get it to start again. It came back to life on its own. I had some navigation issues. Garmin decided to change its mind about my routing options. I can't really say why, but it was good to experience all of this before race day so that I'm able to handle all of those things. Yeah, I've ironed out all those creases, so that feels really good. I'm also doing a competition at work for charity. So there's two competitions happening in parallel. One's a team one where it's the first team to cycle 1,000 miles wins. And then there's a parallel competition, which is an individual one. And the individual one is like the group stages and then the knockout stages of the Euros. So at the time of recording, I'm through to the quarterfinals. I've made it through groups and I made it through round 16s. I'm at the start of my taper though, and it's kind of like, how far do I want to push myself in this competition? I feel like I've got a very tough match for this. I'm hoping that I can make it down to the final four, but I'm going to have to listen to my trading plan and seeing what the right decision is here, because I've definitely got the enthusiasm for the cycling now that I've been going out again, because this weather is so nice and it's just been so miserable and I haven't done enough of it. So any opportunity I can get to go out on the bike is just so cherished. But again, I need to be on my best form for race day. So that's something I need to also weigh up. So I took my bike in to get a professional bike fit. For those that aren't aware of what a professional bike fit is for, it could be for road, it could be for TT, but obviously I'm going to talk about TT because that's the kind of bike I've got. The objective is to get you staying in the aero bars for as long as you can in the most comfortable way you can. You would think it's just to try and get you as maximum aero position that you can, but that's not really sustainable for everybody, myself included. I ended up coming up with aches and pains and having to get out of the aero position so that I can like shake my body around a little bit. So it's a very tailored service that you get when you get a bike fit, because it's all about everybody's individual bike frame setup, components they've got, the flexibility they have. And it was quite interesting to hear about some problem areas that I have. So my right knee, when I pedal, moves around slightly. I don't know if that's in shot or not, but yeah. So that shows that I've got a tight right hip, and that's also shows up in my running. My left ankle hurts first, and also I've got an imbalance as well that I can see from my running dynamics. When I get pain as well, it's normally on my right side. So these are all indications that my right side flexibility is not up to, it's not even. So I've got an asymmetrical problem there, which I'm going to go see a sports massage about and hopefully be able to take some of the knots out there. Also, I get quite a lot of shoulder pain. So I've got, as I mentioned in the skiing video, I've got quite a nasty scar there, which is resultant from a ski accident I had, and it took a couple of years for that to heal. I've healed, but I've never really used that muscle, like, apart from everyday life. Everyday life, it's not an issue, but when it comes to doing exercise, it's showing itself being a problem. When I'm in that aero bar, in the aero bars, it really hurts. Only on my left side, which is very weird. It's very weird to me because I would have expected the whole neck to hurt. There's so many reasons why that could be, but these are the questions. These are the what a bike fit can answer. They can adjust it so that it matches your flexibility, matches any problem areas, any injuries you've had. And yeah, so outcome of that is that I'm actually much more comfortable. I'm not in the most aero position, the most optimally flat position that you can be to be aero, but I am in a much more comfortable position. So I'm spending more time in the TT bars. And yeah, that's really proven in the subsequent rides that I've done as well. So that's really good to see. I've been meeting up with my coach as well. So we had a face-to-face, and that was really good to talk about all the different techniques that I need to be focusing on when I'm going to keep those advice tips in my head when I'm on race day. I would have loved to have some actual training sessions with her so she can comment on my exact form. But even trying to sort our diaries out was quite challenging because we were doing it all over emails, and I was away a lot and she was also away, and then the public pool that we would need to use is closed. So things just the stars didn't align for us. But we were able to have that sit down face to face for a couple of hours, which was really useful. And I've been able to take away a lot more feedback from what she said about like swimming form, about pacing and things like that. She has changed her tune though, from being a big doubter to being actually having no doubts about me being able to complete it and make the cutoff. So I'm really pleased to have that story arc as well. And that kind of adds on to the experiences that I've been having while I've been out exercising. I'm just, now I don't want to sound like an arrogant person, but I have been able to go out and get quite a lot of PBs. Now, whenever I go out for exercise, I'm not doing max efforts. I'm just doing zone 2 stuff, and I'm getting PBs for speed, for distances, for times, and it's for power. It's just all really, really positive stuff, and I'm really happy about that because it shows that I'm at the peak of my aerobic fitness. I wouldn't say fitness overall because I've still got that timber there that I need to shift. But it's a very good place to be when you're entering race day. So yeah, it's about maintaining that. And I mean, I would, in the perfect world, I would have had that 3 months ago and be far past it. But, you know, considering that my training hasn't been going to plan the last 9 months, I think to be where I am now is, a really good place. And to have that validation from the coach as well, that's also really supportive. I haven't been doing as much running. I'm still doing about 25k a week. So that's not nothing, but it's not like doing big long runs. Perhaps I'm missing something there, but the recovery time is quite long for those. And I'm feeling the burn quite a lot after some of these cycles. Not like where I can't walk around or anything like that, but my priority is on the cycling, trying to be comfortable on the bike for as long as I can and understand what a sustainable pace is, get familiar with my power numbers, things like that. So that's really front of my mind. So running has taken a back seat and will continue to do so for the next couple of weeks, because the next couple of weeks is going to be my taper. So this is the next stage for me. It's about winding down my load by about 60%, they say. I've read a couple of papers on what to do with a taper, because how I'm feeling is that I'm at, yes, I can go out and get a PB. I can do that again. I want to do more. I could absorb that most recent training I've done and then go out and do some more PBs. I would be, that's really, that gives me a buzz. So I want to do that. That's where my emotion's at. But that training that I do for the next 2 weeks won't necessarily be reflected in my race day performance unless it's adding to my fatigue, which wouldn't be a negative impact. So I wouldn't really see much positive. So it's about maintaining, not about increasing now. The sports papers are saying that you should do about 60%, reduce some of your intensity as well. Also, not only am I reaching PBs, I'm in this competition and I got really into it. Like, I wasn't expecting to feel this way. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I've got my own training plan. I've got my own goals. Nobody else is doing these races. So I've got to think about myself in this. And I'll add to the charity camaraderie, but I've really got into it and I really want to win. Well, I'm not going to win because somebody else in the competition used to cycle for England. So, that person's an absolute machine. But if I can get to the semis, I'll be very, very happy. That being said, this is my A race. This is my only race. So I'm going to have to make sure that I do rest and recover over the next 2 weeks as properly as I should do, because that would just... to do all that training, to be in the place where I'm at and then just be so fatigued on race day would just be soul crushing. So well, that's it for my final training vlog. My next video is going to be all about race day and pre-race thoughts and all of that stuff. So thanks very much for all the support you guys have given me so far, and I'll give you an update once I've finished the Ironman, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And as always, keep on trying. Ciao for now.